What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Yarrell. Welcome to Spilling All the Tea. This right here is the TeaV Smoothie segment. Today, I will be recapping, more or less recapping. Once Upon a Time, Season 4, Episode 14, Haves and Haves Not, Season 3, Episode 10, and Empire, Season 1, Episode 10. Just to say, I am not going to necessarily talk about everything. For some, it's going to be a couple main points. Others, I'm probably going to character by character. So, you guys are looking for a thorough review. I'm sorry. Also, if there's only a certain review that you want to watch, or me talk about, if you go down in the description box, there should be a little thing that you can click on, and it goes right to that portion of the recap. Also, with Empire, since it's a 2-hour, I guess we could say season finale, or 2 different episodes, don't really know how they're going to do it. I am probably going to just detach it from the TeaV Smoothie and just do it by itself. More is because I also think that Gotham and Arrow, I think both of them actually come back next week. If not, one of them does. And I'll just go ahead and throw that into the mix. Excuse me. So with all that being said, since this is spilling all the tea, I always got to have me some tea to spill here now. And if you didn't know, yes, I'm back on that tea, yeah. Very delicious, mind you. Go ahead, hit this vape, and it's time to get into these recaps, y'all. So, starting out Once Upon a Time, of course, there was a lot of stuff. Give me a second, got just something of it, yeah. But there was like I said, there was a lot of stuff in there. The main things that, excuse me, I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on with me today. The main things that I really want to touch on is it appears that Hook and Ursula have a bit of a checkered past. I don't know, but I get the feeling that it might be sexual. I don't know. If y'all seen it, let me know what y'all think, because I know that's somewhat of a stretch, but I don't think so. So we got that. What else? Regina is very, very adamant about trying to figure out how can we figure out my way to get a happy ending. And I done totally forgot the boy adult name, child. But Big Pinocchio. They was going through and they saw his story there, or an update to his story. And apparently he was able to get it added in some way, shape, or form. So they go find little Pinocchio. For those of y'all who don't know, he aged and was able to be turned back into a boy, as long as he doesn't, lie and all that good jazz. And, be truthful, integrity, all that good shit. So they go back. Well, Regina gets him and his daddy. I totally forget his name. Sorry. It's been a while. But, little Pinocchio cannot remember. Regina gets a little upset and she kind of lashes out at him. And the father's looking like, hey, one, calm that shit down. Two, stay away from my son. She eventually goes back and talks to the father and pretty much is like, look, I know that if somebody would have talked to Henry that way, I probably would have done way worse than what you did. I'm sorry. And he had, I wouldn't necessarily call it a satchel, but he saved everything from Pinocchio's life when he was an adult, and it was like a little thing that sit on the back of I don't do motorcycles, so I don't really know what the fuck you would call it, but gave it to her like maybe there's something in here that can help you. So there's that, and I think the main thing of this episode was the parallel between Charming and Snow and their past with Ursula. Well, not necessarily Ursula, but Ursula, Cruella, but more or less Maleficent. And we learn because they kind of break it up throughout the episode, but pretty much the curse was about to be enacted, and they were trying to figure out, okay, how can we stop this? Because if Regina does this curse, it's gonna mess up. It's gonna fuck with everybody. So it was like, it's this tree where if y'all put y'all hands, we need 2 noble people put your hands on it, ask it a question, it'll answer it. So they go, and it got to a point where they had to like set up camp. Well, the next morning, Snow and Charming like run off because they're trying to hurry and get the shit over with without Maleficent, Cruella, and Ursula. And they put their hands on it and they try to ask the question, but they get bounced back. And it comes to find out that when Maleficent looked in Snow's eyes, she was like, "You're pregnant." And the reason why it pushed you back is because y'all have a child born of true love. But just because you two are good and noble does not necessarily mean that your child will be, because your child has the potential to go either way and be a reckoning force on either side. So let me see, trying to make sure I remember all this correctly. So that happens, and then later on in the flashback, we see Maleficent go talk to Snow while she's sleeping and pretty much tells her, like, we got to work together because we share something in common. I am also with child, too. And Snow is just like, I'm not going to team up with you because, if I do this, there is a chance that this will truly bring, that evil into my child. And, Maleficent's kind of thrown, like, so you a risk the kingdom, this, that, and third, but hey, people will do some crazy shit for their children. So that's what we learned. So we learned all of that. Present day, you have Ursula and Cruella going into Gold's shop, to retrieve something. And, of course, Charming and Snow are not believing this good act for a moment. So they go and they're following Cruella and Ursula, and they even call Belle to see, like, did they do anything? Did they take anything? They're missing she's missing a box. So in the cop car, it's Charming and Emma pull him over, and he's searching. He doesn't find a box, but he finds a remnant, something that belonged to Maleficent. So in his mind, okay, they're trying to resurrect her. This is what they need. So they finally get the idea, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go and let's scoop up her remains. And we scoop up her remains and we, put them somewhere. There is no way in the hell they can resurrect her. Unbeknownst to them, they go and they're knocked out. And Gold pops up, hands Squirrel a knife like, you know what you need to do. And pretty much she slices the hand of both Charming and Snow. And she was like, we didn't need that little trinket, but what we needed was the blood of somebody that wronged her the most. She's resurrected, and pretty much she says that I'm not going to do anything to you, but I want you to suffer. I pretty much want you to be in pain. That's how I'm going to enjoy this. Something along those lines. And Snow meets up with Regina to try to convince her to go back, not really be a villain, but spy, kind of like infiltrate, figure out, the goings on. And she was like, I know you trust me with a secret that I couldn't keep, but I need you to keep mine. And all that we got is, it's because of us that Maleficent lost her child. But we don't know what happened. And that's all that I really want is, what happened? Of course, we got to wait till the next episode. So, yeah. That was Once Upon a Time, Season 4, Episode 14. So now we move into the haves and the have-nots. And I have this broken down to a couple of key points I just want to hit on. So, first I'm going to start off with this. Wyatt is snitching. Meets up with DA at the end of the episode. Oh, he snitched. We gonna see how that's gonna really come to fruition next episode. Just had to put it out there. He's snitching. Then we got Quincy. So Quincy's gonna be at the center of this, but we also got Jeffrey, David, and Kanda. So Quincy, I guess realizes that the hotel that Jeffrey told him to go to was the wrong hotel. So he kicks down the door, does not see Jeffrey, so he goes to call Candy's phone. and Candy picks up the phone, sees that it's Jeffrey, and Landon snatched it up, trying to holler at him, I guess, he trying to be the boo and everything. And it's like he didn't notice that this voice had a whole lot of bass, no treble. He couldn't catch that. It was just like, and I'm just kind of sitting back like, dude, you know that ain't his motherfucking voice. Whatever. And, you know, he pretty much kind of hung up, and Candy was like, the fuck? So she calls the number back immediately, straight to voicemail. So now she's starting to get nervous because she's thinking, maybe, just maybe, Quincy done got to him, but she doesn't want to say anything to Landon or scare anybody. So she goes to David's room. Well, actually, she asked Landon, what is his room number? Several times. And she's making it obvious. Look, this is important. What the hell, what is his room number? She goes up there and she's like, look, you need to call your son. And they go back, she's like, and literally just bowling up like, call your son. So he calls, it goes right to voicemail. She's like, you need to go check up on him. And David pretty much threatens her. It's like, look, if something didn't happen to my son, something's going to happen to you. Because, you know, Candy is like, there's a good chance your wife might be involved in this. And, of course, he doesn't want to hear that. We going to find out in the next episode that Wyatt Snitch is going to bring the whole motherfucking house down. I cannot wait, y'all. I cannot wait. Getting ahead of myself. So now we have Hannah. So Hannah comes into work. Next thing you know, Celine, who had been fired, comes into work. And she like, who calls that out there? And Hannah's like, mine, what's in my pocket spot? You don't work here. I'm here to work. Whatever. So she goes in and talks to Catherine. And pretty much is just trying to console her. Let her know, like, look, you're grieving right now. It's going to come in waves. And I knew what she meant. She's like, with waves, you know how it, like I said, I mean, it's going to rise, it's going to come crashing, but it's going to be subtle. Meaning you're going to go through different stages of emotions, you know, just pray that and be happy that it's going to come in waves or stages because you don't want everything to come at once. Like, that is the worst. And, I mean, I understand, especially when grieving. Like, I understand. And, you know, talks her through it. She also lets her know that, hey, she has a cleaning crew coming to clean up that room because it doesn't need to stay like that. And for it to stay in that condition, it's going to further remind them. Like, granted, if they go into a clean, empty room, it's one thing. But to see the blood splat and everything, not a good look. So they hugging it out. And, yeah. Celine walks in. And she like, I think the wave just came in. I couldn't help but chuckle. But there's some back and forth there. You know, Celine trying to put a whole look. I know you grieving. I'm just here to work. Whoop, wop, whoop. Catherine, Jim, get down. Come down, y'all. Jim comes down. A little back and forth. Why bring his ass down too? You know, because again, why didn't grew with an additional set of balls? I mean, boy bowing up and shit. And, you know, there's still the back and forth. And eventually, you know, Jim is like, you need to leave and don't come back. And she's trying to say, do you really want to do that? You know what information I got. And they both just like, look, we lost our fucking daughter. We don't give a fuck about what the fuck you got. Get the fuck out of our house. They didn't say it like that. It's just T spilling paraphrasing, okay? And now we get to the last part that I want to talk about. And that's Benny. Now, in his next scene, I was here for Benny, but then I wasn't, and I was not here for Hannah. But this is when, like I said, y'all know my shows. Y'all know this platform, spilling all the tea. I wanted her to spill the tea. Okay. Ain't do it. But anyway, you know, Hannah gets home. You know, it's like, it's been a long day. It's nice to have this car. Next thing you know, the door open. Now, I'm thinking this is Erica. It's coming out the dang on bathroom. Because, again, you know, if y'all watched the episode, there was a little convo between, you know, Benny and Erica. It wasn't Erica. It was actually Tony. And Hannah's like, no. But they talk about it. You know, it's just one of those where it's like, look, we need to talk about some stuff. And, you know, he grabbed my, like, Mom, sit down. Now, I'm going to paraphrase a lot of this, so if you hear a whole lot of cussing, it wasn't actually in that, it's me. But, you know, he's just trying to get to the center. It's like, why would you pull me off of life support? One thing I will say is, I mean, I was not here for Tony, but hey, if he didn't want to tell the truth, but he stayed in his damn lie. And he actually, even though no one believed him, he did enough to where if somebody was naive enough, they would have been convinced, because he was pretty much saying like, you know, I didn't think that you would want to be in a vegetative state. Why would you say that? He was like, would you really want for, your mother to accrue all these medical bills? No. Would you really want to be a burden on your mother? No. If you were to come back, would you want to be in a, paralyzed to the point where she would have to, clean after you and all this other stuff? No. He was like, and that's why I said what I said. Now, I'm looking like, nigga, we all know you lying, but okay. All right. But then, Benny's like, yeah, I don't believe you. He was like, and how would you know what I would want? He was like, and he asked him a couple questions. What's my favorite color? Oh, no answer. But then here's an easy question. When is my birthday? And, Hannah said, like, tell the truth. And I'm looking at Hannah like, fuck it. Just spill the motherfucking tea, damn it. Just you know what I'm saying? Just say it. Say what you need to say. But, I wanted the drama. I wanted some ish to pop off. I mean, I'd already told y'all I was here for Catherine Dragon, the shit out of Celine. If I didn't say that, I meant to say that. Or maybe that was right before I started. It doesn't matter. But still. All right. So there's that, and that's pretty much what happened. Have and have nots. Of course, there's other stuff that happened in there, as I said, but I'm only going to talk about key points that I felt were important. So now we get to Empire, and this was definitely an episode, y'all. I mean, I don't know, like, it was one of those where I was here for. It didn't give me the life that other ones gave me, but this was one of those where I wanted to just come through, and I just wanted to shake the shit out of motherfucking Lucius. Like, what the fuck is your like? That's what I want to do. So I have this broken down into 5 categories: Cookie and Malcolm, Andre and Vanilla Drop, Rhonda, Jamal with Olivia and Reg, Hakeem and Camilla, Lucius and everybody else. Everybody else. Now, as I talk about the first 4, I'm going to stop at certain points because then I got to talk about Lucius and everybody else, because that's how this shit's going to go. So we got Cookie and Malcolm. All I'm going to say is this: Cookie wants for Malcolm to become the Cookie Monster, put his hands in the cookie jar, take a handful, I'll get some milk on the side. That is what she wants him to do. She is all the way the fuck here for Malcolm. Hell, every time she was like, come get these cookies, like, it makes me think of Sierra, I bet you want them goodies. He want them goodies. He just trying not to get them goodies. Boy, if you don't get them motherfucking cookies, get cookies nookie. Better go ahead now. So we have Andre and Vanilla Drop. So pretty much he's at, and granted, there's other family members involved too, but he's at whatever institution they have him in. And, he's still suffering from, that last episode. You have Jennifer Hudson. I forget who the fuck she playing, but she's a musical therapist, I believe. And, they're talking about the whole disease and everything. They're playing up on this whole stigma, if you will, in the African American community, where, we keep a lot of things in-house, but we're also in denial about a lot of stuff. And, certain mental diseases, behavioral disorders, all these different things, we don't want to believe that they exist. Because when they brought it up, it was like, oh, that's a white person's, problem. And it was like, all right, I know what y'all trying to do. Because they're trying to shed light on the incident, on this, and I'm glad they're doing it. But I just didn't, when they make certain comments, especially when Lucius be like, you married that white woman or whatever, like shit like that. It's, but hey, it's a show, whatever. But everybody's trying to, now everyone is there except for Lucius, because Lucius does not want to see him like that. Lucius is one of those where he wants to see the picture perfect. If it's anything other than, he doesn't want to see it. So you have that, even with Jamal. If he's doing music, if he's sitting here portraying a certain image, he's here for it. If he's sitting here living his life, he doesn't want to see it. Turns a blind eye. And not in a good way. So, they all leave. Rhonda comes back. She's like, and in the midst, they were trying to be too much. It's like, yeah, we got the IPO and everything, and it's because of you. He's not here for it. He's not really feeling it, you know? But Vanilla Drop comes back and is trying to say, yeah, we good, we got this and everything. He's like, no, you'll be my proxy, I did the power of attorney, you go sign on my behalf. And she starts crying like, but I need you. She tries to get on him and he pushes her like, get off me. I'm just like, ooh. I'm trying to figure like, is he about to have a muffling episode, or is some of what his father is saying to him starting to sink in? I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. But I'm like, alright. But he wanted nothing to do with her. And, since he did the whole proxy shit, he went and told her, you said on my behalf, get the hell out. And I'm like, damn. And just to throw it up in there, J Hub was singing that ass off to him. And, he said that wasn't working. The meds isn't working. She's like, okay, I'm going to do something. I know it's against, policy, whether it's company business, policy, whatever. Locks the door. I think we're all in agreement that we thought it was going to be some of that, bow, chicka, bow, wow. Child, this girl got on her knees, put her leg between his legs, put her forehead on his forehead. And then she said, let's pray. I never about just do every damn thing. Like, really? Let's pray. Anyway, there's that. So now we have Hakeem and Camilla. So she's sitting here taking pictures of him, trying to, I guess, give him like a different look, update his style and everything. And she has some music. And I done totally skipped over Jamal, Olivia, and Reggie. I'm going to come back to them now, because I don't know how I did that, y'all. But she pretty much is like, trying to, I guess, help reinvent him, give him, something else. So, they're at this whole IPO thing, and she's trying to show this off, and I'm one of those where I don't think this was the best time to do that. And I understand that, this is girl, but with business like this, I don't think she should have been there, me personally. But she shows the song, Cookie throwing her shade, which, again, I was here for. And, the song was decent, it was all right. And she was like, yes, baby, a daddy, or some shit like that. I'm just like, boo, no. So Lucius pulled her ass into his office, and he like, look now. I know you love my son, but how much? And she was like, well, I'm not with him for the money. He was like, I never said anything about the money, but since you bring it up, how much now is it going to take for you to leave my son alone? And, she ain't about that. Like, she's here for him, and then she tries to leave. This man took his finger, click, click, hit the power locks on that damn door. Now, they in his study if I didn't say that. And I was like, ooh. And he's pretty much telling her, like, look, I don't need your help with my son. You are going to, like, he calls Malcolm to come take her ass to the airport, but he writes her a check like, look, I got a plane ticket. Send your ass. I'm sending you to London. All right? Here's some money. I think he said either the second or the third, like either whatever, but there are going to be a couple more deposits that will be put in your account when your ass make it there. Stay away from my son. She takes a check, rips it up, throws it in his face, and she like, look, I don't want your money. She want that damn plane ticket, though. But she don't want his money. Ooh, wait, and I got to say this. And, I mean, I would consider this to be a fucking read, and I wish I had my notes. I just don't feel like, shit. Notes. Hold on, y'all. I gotta find that, and I know this is so not cool that I gotta sit here and try to find this while I'm recording and shit. Hold on. Alright, here's I got it. Yep. So he pretty much says that he investigated her, and she is in debt up to her neck. Her business is under the water, and she sells the clothes that she wears. I was like, ooh. I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, okay. Going in for it. Going for that juggling shit. But after all that, then she rips up the chair, throws in the face, just like, you're going to die. And when you do, I will be right back. And wishing the most painful death on his ass. I was like, this I am. And, she's riding off in the vehicle. She's crying. But, Malcolm is so unbiased, like his napkin, okay, whatever the fuck it was. And Hakeem was like, "What Camille?" He was like, "She's gone." Now I thought that he was about to lie to, but he told like, "I paid her to leave you alone." I was like, "Okay, well, damn, ballsy. Tell it now, tell it." So now we got Jamal, Olivia, and Reg, and all this really is that like there's a scene where Olivia, not Olivia, Lola, couldn't really sleep because, I think she was talking about how, it's this man and, scary bird, and it's one of those things where it's like, kids will tell you something now. Kids are very, very, observant. But he didn't know what that meant, so he was trying to lull her to sleep, so he had this, like, Uncle, y'all gonna see why I do that, Uncle Hakeem is in there. He was like, yeah, let's sing her that drip, drop, drip, drip. I'm looking at him like, I want to come to she like, nigga, no. You not finna say no damn drip drop to my daughter. I think y'all know what I'm doing. I'm looking like, But they see this one song, and there are parts of it where it seemed like Hakeem is trying to, add a little something. Vote like, dude, just stick to rap. Unless you could truly sing and you hiding it, dude. But they lull her to sleep. Olivia's trying to get on a bus. I think she's trying to go to Florida. And, change up the hand and everything. This dude named Ray, like, come on, snatch ass up. Just like, you ain't finna run away from me. Let's go find, Lola, because you and Lola are mine. They go and they run into Vernon, because he in love with that coco. Boy, high off his ass. They sit down and talk to him, because she knows that, hey, you'll be able to tell me where my daughter is. This motherfucker did not fact check at all to figure out who the fuck is this dude writing Chim, but in his mind, if she was going to see her daughter, then he must be a good guy. So he brings them into Lucius's house right before they get ready to sign them papers. And, Lucius is all types of pissed, pull Vern to the side like, what the fuck is you doing? Okay. We don't know him. And that's that. So now we have Lucius and everybody. So Lucius and Rhonda, he walks in, coming for her, and she has her like, look, and came for that ass. Is like, I worked for everything that I had. I wasn't shit handed to me. Okay, I know how to paraphrase. I know how this come from the bottom and work my way to the top, just like you. I was like, oh shit, about motherfucking time though. Damn, I mean, a little too late, but okay. Came for him a little bit, here for it. She going through and she sees that the shares of shit does not match what they should have. And she sees that he has taken shares from all the boys. And she confronts him about it. He was like, I did that so I can give shares to Cookie. Because Cookie got up about to do so. She's like, look like, with the paper shit, like, I got some shares. And, Rhonda is like, well, how much shares did you take? Which was a good question, but then Lucius made a point I know people won't disagree with, but he made a great point. This is my damn company. I will divide this up as I so fucking choose. He's not wrong. He's really not. So we got that. And we have all the interworkings of everything. So, I mean, you got Jamal, because that happened before Vernon brought the people in. So now everybody him. And Jamal is talking to Olivia. It's like, who is this dude? What the fuck is going on? You got Cookie, because Cookie a thug, she a G and shit. Talking to him, so like, oh, okay, I see these tats. This mean that. Oh, I see this bird right here. Jamal sees that bird too. He was like, a bird tattoo. Lola has dreams about a scary bird. Is this the guy? Is this him? Is he hurting my daughter? And she was like, help me. So, at this point, now, I don't give a fuck what nobody said about Jamal. Like I said, I'm here for this motherfucker because even though like I said, he was square up in the motherfucking minute. And he did. He literally rolled up on that like, did you? And Red pulled out a motherfucking gun. Everybody like, oh. Jamal is unbothered. He's not faded at all. I might be a little bit faded if I keep on drinking this tea. But he wasn't faded. Not at all. Walks up on him, look, pretty much tell him, like, motherfucker, shoot, pull the trigger. Pull that shit. Pull the motherfucker. And you can see Red's kind of like, because his bluff is being called. And because he's just like, because you the one that took my girl. And, ooh, Lord, I need to stop doing that. You the one that took my girl and they got her pregnant. Woo, what, woo. And Olivia's like, we were married. And, you know, all this other shit. And, you know, he in his feelings and this and that. And again, Jamal straight up on that motherfucking shoe. Motherfucking shoe. I'm looking like, oh, shit, bitch. Next thing I know, Cookie saw the opportunity to try to, like, you know, get him. You know, try to get the gun away and everything. But then he snatched up. And now he got against her head. Now, at this point, Lucia's like, look. If you gonna shoot anybody, shoot me. It was me. I put the baby in her. I think we all were just like... Now, mind you, I had like a good 5 seconds where I was just like, you did what? But then I'm just like, you know what? It's fucking Lucius. It is. Like, I'm pretty sure he's a sociopath too. Yeah, sociopath. I think he fits the bill. But I'm just like, okay, I don't put it past him. He probably did do it. Now, the whole entire episode, they kept showing this one flashback, which they had my girl Mary J. Like I said, I love me some Mary J. I know in one video I said how Donna Summers, I love her. Love me some Mary J too, especially that No Drama album. I'm telling y'all, when I was going through some shit in my life, it was that motherfucking album, and it was more or less that song, No More Drama. I'm telling y'all. Whew, that did something for me. Yeah, I love that album, y'all. But anyway, but Mary, you know, they sing, I think the song was kind of titled Shake Down. I was like, ooh, okay, shake down, shake down. You got Olivia, you got Olivia, you got Jamal, you got a little ass Hakeem with the same motherfucking head cut. That's why they put the head cut on him, so you know that was him. Because Jamal pretty much looked the same, but with I don't know what the fuck that fro was. I can't really talk to my shit, don't always be on point, so I ain't finna talk about nobody motherfucking fro and shit. And the only thing I didn't mention is they use that flashback in the very beginning to show Andre's very first episode, his very first bipolar episode. So, but leave that where it's at because I already talked about him. But what you see is Olivia give him one of these, and it was one of those where Olivia never denied it. So what happened is, and he even revealed, I pretty much, and I'm gonna just say how it pretty much came out. I fucked Olivia. I put the baby in her. And I think he convinced her to sleep with him to make it seem believable that, okay, hey, y'all done did that damn thing. And forced them into marriage and this, that, and the third. You know, trying to, you know, give this image, you know, create this picture. And it just wasn't working. And everybody's kind of like, you motherfucker. Like, everybody's just like, damn. Olivia's the only one that's not denying it. Next thing you know, bing, one shot, one kill. Malcolm came back in. Now I'm going to say this. Videography. Ain't no way in the hell, given the timeline, he dropped her ass off, saw her get all the way and got on that motherfucking plane to be back in enough time to sit here and put a bullet in this motherfucker's head. Now, the only way I would have accepted this is how they asked him, how did you get back so fast? Oh, yeah, I had one of the other securities go ahead and escort her ass through. That would have been the only way, but we didn't get that. And at the very end of the episode, of course, you know, Lola and Olivia are on their way out, and, you know, she pretty much said that the reason that I left is because you were unhappy. You were not happy, and I did not want to bring more misery to you, so I left. Knowing that I was pregnant, the only reason why I came back is because he was threatening to kill both of us. So I wanted to get her away. And I'm not mad because, you know, again, the fact that she was willing to sacrifice. And now, mind you, the way that she dropped the daughter off, I wasn't really feeling. But she did what she did to protect her child. And I was all the way here for it, you guys. And not to mention, Lucius pretty much came at Cookie. And said to Cookie that I got this place, you know, all this room, be mine again. And she like, because you can't love nobody but yourself. Walks out, find Malcolm, and she was just like, take me somewhere. And I gotta go back to my note. I think I wrote this quote down perfectly. Hold on. What we saying? Yeah, she said, take me somewhere with you to be alone. And he says, let's do that. Somebody about to get them cookies, y'all. I'm just saying. So that is pretty much it, y'all. That is the TeaV Smoothie, recap, overview, whatever you want to call it, for Once Upon a Time, The Haves and the Have-Nots, and Empire. If there are any videos, truly scripted sitcoms, let me say it that way, that you think that I would like, that I might want to look at to review, again, you can always put it down below. I'll check it out. I'll let you know if I will not. I am right now in the process of going back and rewatching Mary, because I think episode 2 just came out this week. I'm like a 4th through the 3rd season, because I want to be able to give a legit review. I will say, if y'all do click and watch those videos, I understand that they are righteous women. I understand they are women of God. I'm a man of God. It may not always appear that way on this platform, but I am. But I will say this. If you are viral, as I am viral, it's open season. No one understands that when I do those recaps, it is open season. And I'm going to say what it is that I'm going to say. I know I'm probably going to get hella dislikes. I know I'm going to have some Bible thumpers, this and third. I will welcome it. But if I don't have those episode 1 and 2 ready for view by the end of this week, definitely they will be ready with episode 3. So with this being spilling all the tea, like I said, I spill the tea so y'all can catch it again. Whatever you want. Your whatever canister or container that you bring, please bring to get it filled up. Y'all see I got my jar here. Got to recycle now. You just can't throw away good shit, y'all. And as I always say, thank you guys for all the love, all the support. To my old subscribers, thank y'all for rocking with me. For my new subscribers, welcome to the family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And even just for those who just doing drive-bys to see the content, hey, I love y'all too. Again, thank you. I appreciate it. And until next time, y'all, peace.